Yo, what is going on, you search and destroy savages? It's your boy Tupac, back again today with something that I'm super excited about doing. Yes, I'm T Martin super excited. No, I'm not going to jail. T Martin might be though. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out on YouTube. There's plenty of videos going around. But we have found the real deal. We have found my favorite Call of Duty pro player. At first I saw on the leaderboards that OpTic Crimsix was like close to me in weekly, so I went on the leaderboards and I was like, surely that's fake, but like I loaded up that hard point there and that was all other pro players. You got Nameless, you got SnD, like all well-known Call of Duty pro players. So this is 100% the real deal. OpTic Crimsix. Now, I got so lucky to find him on the leaderboards. Like, he's been my favorite pro player since Black Ops 2. Like, this guy is the man, the myth, the legend. This guy is the goddamn Call of Duty Superman. That's why I made the video the other day, guys, so you guys would know who Crimsix was. Like, I know a few people, or like most of you guys would probably know who he is, but I know most of you guys wouldn't have been following comp Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. So I wanted to let you guys know the caliber of playing I'll be analyzing today. And this guy is a friggin' machine. Like, I want to finish off that video. Like, I didn't do his whole career. Like, especially if you guys want to see it, I'll definitely do it. And maybe some other pro players in the future. Who knows? But today, we are analyzing the god, Crimsix, and he's using the P06. So it's pretty safe to say that he's not tryharding, but he's rushing straight into this middle part here. Now he needs to be careful. He's sliding in there with afterburner, so he's got to expect people about here. Like, he got there super quick, so he might be able to cut these people off in middle, but the timing will be close. Ends up sliding in there, picking one off. Now that he's here, he's probably going to have to rotate over and pick up the rest of this middle area. He's being super aggressive with the P06, like super overconfident. Like, this gun isn't that great. It's not that bad either. It's like I wouldn't say it's an easy to use sniper. It's pretty hard to use. It's one of the harder to use guns in the game. So he's obviously not like sweating his ass off. He's playing some pub SnD. Like, you don't see him play a lot of this. Like, I think he's got like maximum 100 kills in pub SnD. So I was super lucky to find him. He cuts over to the A bomb site, picks a few more off with the thermal. He's like maniacing around with the P06. No fucks are given out here. Hitting the flank on these guys. Sees it, dumps the baby in the bush. Decides to punch him in the back. Either didn't want to let his position off or just wanted to punch the bloke. But he's running a weird sniper class. It's stock, thermal, and P06. Now, you see a few pro players running the P06. And he picks up this guy in the spawn there. But you see a few pro players running the P06. It's not because it's the best sniper in the game. It's because the SVG commonly gets banned in competitive. So they'll throw on something a little bit different, like the P06, and just make it work. Because sniping and search and destroy is pretty powerful, especially if you're like highly talented, like most of the pro players are. Like when I'm analyzing Crimsix, I'm not saying that necessarily things I'll do different. I'm just analyzing his gameplay so you guys can like get tips from literally like one of the best players in the game. I don't want to say the best, because I know a lot of you guys will say Scumpy, but it's between Crimsix and Scumpy, the best pro player of all time. I'll let you guys decide who it is, but I know there's a lot of Scump fanboys, so I'm going to go ahead and say it's between Scump and Crimsix for the best pro player of all time in Call of Duty. Now, he's wall run down the side of the map here to get behind his opponents. He's obviously got afterburner and blast suppressor on, so he got away with it unnoticed. Like, not a bad rush route at all. If you guys are confident in wall running, that rush route right there is pretty good. Most of the pros are pretty crazy good at wall running, simply because like game modes like CDF and like uplink, like commonly like pros use the wall runs. Now, he got tagged up there, put a few shots down with the P06, so the enemies know he's back there. He's got an option to come back out here, but he's a smart player, so you'll probably see him wall run out. Like, the enemies would expect him to come back out either way, so exactly what he does. Like, he's a smart guy. Like, they know he's back there. The last thing they would expect is for him to wall run out the middle here. Like, they would never expect him to be here. They would expect two different ways. Getting shot in the back here, okay, he's probably screwed. Like, he's got the whole enemy team alive around him. Ends up tagging one up there in the middle room. He was still red screening there, so he got gunned pretty easy. The guy had a VMP versus the RK5. Hard gunfight to win. So unfortunately falls there, but he's doing pretty crazy good. I accidentally fast forward a bit too far there, actually. Let's get back. Yeah, here we go. Jumping into the next round. Still with the POC. Okay, what he's doing here, I know what he's doing. I've never tried this before. Not a bad strategy. He's trying to wallbang people that are walking up their like steps here. Maybe it's some like pro strategy. Maybe I'm like wrecking his COD champ strat for the OpTic Gaming, like search and destroy. But right there, if they were running up the staircase there, you'd probably end up wallbanging them. Like, their P06 is the best sniper for wallbanging, simply because it shoots like a few sniper bullets in the same direction. So it's like hitting 2 SVG shots through the wall. Like, I've seen many a P06 wallbang playing on Nuketown. I need to get a PO6 gameplay, speaking of which. That's like the one gun I haven't really used, and Crimsix is making it look straight easy out here. Yet I know for a fact this sniper ain't that great. You can make it work and you can sort of drag scope it a bit, but the delay in the burst will always get you killed. Like, it's not a bad sniper, it's sort of like a bit easier to like hit your shots. It's just the fact of how long it takes to take your shot, the reason it's not that great. Okay, it's sort of pinned to the back of the map here, last alive again. You can tell skill-based matchmaking is screwing him. So because he's got such a high score per minute, like if you got ridiculously high score per minute, like you're guaranteed to have the worst players in the lobby on your team. So it's 1v6 most of the time. Like, he's doing pretty damn good. He's picking up kills every round. But clearly the Call of Duty dumpster babies aren't helping him out all that much. He's still with the PO6 though. I would expect him to change it out by now. Mix it up. Okay, he's sniping his middle part. He's sort of got to be careful about that. He's sniping over here, but he's got to be careful about this other side right here. Like, some people will rush straight down there. I think he might be able to see it out of the corner of his eye with the thermal, but like barely. Yeah, someone rushed that way anyway. He's just still using the PO6, spamming it with the extended mags he's got on it. Stock and extended mags, bit of a weird class. I see some pros using stock snipers. Like, I don't know how good it is. Sets a trip mine off, for some reason doesn't even get hurt by it, and then tries to snipe this guy point blank. VMP versus PO6. That's a gunfight you're never gonna win, no matter how good you are. VMP point, we knew it would happen. Here we go. This is what I wanted to see. The VMP is out. His AFK at the start of the round is probably on Twitter. Pro players seem to live on Twitter. Like, if you guys don't have Twitter, pros always use it. I've got Twitter recently. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like, I don't mind it anymore, actually. Like, if you want to ask me a question or something, Twitter's the best way of doing it. I respond to like most of my tweets. Right, Crim picks up one there, rushing through middle. He's over A. He's playing super aggressive with a bit. Oh, he's screwed. No, he's not screwed. Okay, comes around the corner, reloading, instantly double taps Y with some crazy fast reaction time. He should have died there, but he just destroyed that kid's life. That was friggin' decimation. If you come around the corner reloading, have time to double tap Y and still get that kill, like, that was some pretty crazy reaction times. He's got a Tempest on as well. Like, look at his score streaks, look at his specialists. Like, he plays a lot of domination. I was having a look at his combat record. He plays a lot of domination and like not much search and destroy. So he obviously hasn't changed his specialist up or his score streaks from like when he was playing respawn, because that's not like a specialist that you generally use in SnD, and definitely not score streaks. But he picks off one there. The VMP is working. He might be able to backpack his team here if he's lucky. I know, I said it. If he's lucky to backpack his team. Like, that's how bad team balancing is in this game. You got one of the best Call of Duty pro players of all time losing in public SnD, seeing as his team apparently don't have thumbs or having bad games, either one. But literally, I'm saying it's lucky if he wins this. Like, that's how bad teammates are in this game. If you got like over 150 SPM, like, you're screwed. Match balancing is going to screw you to the nth degree. So what he's doing here is he's pushed up in the middle. He's playing a bit careful. If he loses this round, he loses the game. He's got to push out here. A C4 on the ground there. So the enemy knows he's around the corner. He picks off one there, another one back spawn. He's got shots out, ends up getting cleaned up there actually. Someone just camping spawn. It's probably the bloke with the C4. So he ends up losing the game with 15 kills. That's what I'm saying, guys. Call of Duty match balancing at the best. A Call of Duty pro player losing the game, and their theater mode has actually glitched. It says it's like the third round, but the game's actually over. It's the end of the game. It's not saying 2-4. For some reason, it's not putting the final score in, but the enemy team actually did just win there, with Crimsix having 15 kills, because Call of Duty match balancing, especially in Black Ops 3, is absolutely retarded. Like, you gotta know the match balancing is screwed if one of the best players of all time can't even win. Like, mind you, his teammates were dumpster babies. He got a bit unfortunate there. But I was saying before about his combat record, I've got a separate idea for that video. I know you guys would want to see it, and don't worry, you will see it in the future, but I got a video idea for that, and I might analyze another gameplay down the track if that's something you want to see, because this is the all-time best player, and we just analyzed the game that he actually lost. Well, one of the all-time best player. I shouldn't say that. I know a lot of people would say other players are the best player in Call of Duty, and it's definitely up for debate. Like, Scumpy is absolutely insane. Karma's insane. Formal's insane. Like, OpTic Gaming is literally a god squad, but there's other Call of Duty pros that are absolutely insane as well. Like Nagafen. Like, I know most of you guys wouldn't follow it, but if you guys want to see some more, like, videos on Call of Duty pro players, or, like, videos where I, like, do an autobiography sort of thing, or the story of their, like, Call of Duty career, let let me know. Anyway, that is all for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to smack that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit that one too. Thanks, guys.